Hey, parents of teen drivers. Today we're going to be talking about car insurance. Car insurance is not a sexy topic, and it's not a topic that anybody likes to deal with on a regular basis, but whenever you have a teen that gets their license or their learner's permit, then dealing with car insurance is essential. And so basically I've got some tips today of how to potentially keep your car insurance rates lower, and then also some advice on proper amounts of insurance and what can happen if you are potentially underinsured. Because as a personal injury attorney, we deal with car accidents all the time, and you do run into situations where people don't have enough insurance to cover the injuries, and therefore your personal assets might be at jeopardy if you don't have the right amounts of insurance. So one of the things you want to do as soon as your teen gets their learner's permit, you want to contact your insurance company. A lot of times you don't have to add the teen to the policy whenever they have the learner's permit. They can just be an authorized driver. Like if you wanted to go let your friend drive your car, then they would be covered under your policy as long as they're authorized. But you want to double check, because some insurance companies don't allow that and some do. So that could be a major price difference. And when it comes to price, adding a teen to a policy typically makes, on average, from what I was researching, the policy go up to about 130% higher than it was. In real dollars and cents, that's about $2,000 a year. So it's real money adding a teen. Another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure you add the teen to the cheapest car. So if you have a couple of cars in your garage or your driveway, you want to make sure you add them as the the driver for the one that's least expensive, because typically insurance works where if it's more expensive to fix, then your premiums typically are higher, and if it's less expensive, then your cost of insurance is going to be cheaper. So you want to make sure that you're doing that as well. You want to make sure that your teen is hitting the books, because there's lots of discounts and things that teens can get. There's safe driver discounts, there's good grade discounts, and so you want to make sure you're working with your insurance agent to make sure that they're getting the proper coverage. And you also want to shop around. Different companies have different incentives for getting teens and families on board, and they'll offer some cheaper things, and over years the rates creep up. And so if you switch to a new company, you can get in on those earlier savings. Cell phone companies work a lot of the same. They love the repeat business, and so they keep going up on people. Where if you take the time and energy and effort to switch around a little bit, a lot of times you can save some real money. So a lot of companies also give discounts for driver's ed. Many times driver's ed is required, but you want to make sure you let the insurance company know that your teen has passed driver's ed, because they can give a discount for that. If your teen is away at college, and whether or not they're driving or not is one thing, but there are some policies that offer, if your teen is over 50 miles away and they're not going to be driving the family cars, then they will insure the teen, but at a lesser amount, because they know they're not going to be driving it nearly as much. There are ways that you can structure your insurance to where it's going to be something that is going to work out better for you. So everybody knows if you have a higher deductible, you're going to pay a lower premium. And so basically what that means, if you get into an accident, say you have a $500 deductible and it's your fault, then you're going to owe the first $500, and insurance will pick up after that. If it's $1,000, then you'll owe the first $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever the number is. How much insurance should you have? Well, as a personal injury attorney, I see this all the time. People get insured with the state minimum in Louisiana, which is $1,530, which is $15,000 per bodily injury accident per individual, and then $30 for the total. So if you have 4 or 5 claimants, the most they can collect in total is $30,000. So you want to make sure you're getting something along the lines of like a 50-100 or a 100-300, something like that. If you have any questions on that kind of stuff, just DM me. I'm happy to talk further offline about how that type of thing works, because your personal assets are at risk. If you have a 1530 policy and your teen gets into a wreck and God forbid they kill somebody or really bad things happen, then in a civil lawsuit they can come after your assets if you were underinsured. So you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself and protecting your children, and just making sure that the insurance coverages are there, and just being a prudent, smart vehicle owner and shopping around. So again, this is a longer post, but it's a good topic about insurance. And my name is Seth Smiley from the Smiley Law Firm, and this is another edition of the Parents of Teen Drivers Facebook group. Thank you very much.